Next, I'd like to invite Mr. R. Chellappan, MD Swelect.
Thank you, Andy. Very good evening, dear friends. Once again, I join Sriram and George to congratulate Dr. Soy for his tremendous 13th Solar Day, a fabulous one. And it's an amazing attendee list, list of attendees here is amazing. I think it's the highest so far the years that we all had been together. So I will not talk much on the UPS side because the experts of UPS have already here and more are going to talk about, but one request to excite him here on behalf of to make the battery GST 18% please, somehow. It's a very strong request to you because this anomaly of 18 and 28 is going to be a confusion. You remember maybe probably 15 years back we had the same battle when UPS duties were 13% and battery was 18%. Government felt we are making profit of the anti-profit getting equivalent to that 5% profit because of the battery. Battery being a component part of UPS, this was a big issue. There's a big battle. All of you know that there are Supreme Court verdicts about it. You can still use the same verdict to fight the UPS issue with regards to a battery to be separately billed, invoiced, UPS to be separately invoiced. This is an issue. But to permanently overcome this issue, Exide has to play a leadership role here. Mr. Mittalji, my humble request. So coming back on the solar side, a lot of anomalies created by government in the GST with regards to EPC projects. We have issues on so I also invite to the discussion from the experts who are present from Amar Raja as well. So thank you gentlemen from Amar Raja. So Amar Raja and Exide together will have to do this good cause to save the industry. I'm talking about UPS plus battery combination. Back on the discussion on solar, if you look at solar industry is today facing 4 major challenges that have almost ring-fenced us and are not allowing us to perform as we are supposed to do. One is safeguard duty. Safeguard duty is important to safeguard our industries, provided if we have all the raw materials with us, right from ingot to wafers, wafer to cells, cells to modules, the full value chain, if it is in place, then government has a role to play in order to safeguard the interests of the country first, then allow other countries to take part for filling up the gaps, right? Where is the value chain? How many fabs we have created? 2 days back I was addressing a CIA forum, it was All India Forum, we all know that I think. We literally made a big noise about why have you not created a solar fab in the country so far? Make an autonomous body comparable to a powerful one like ISRO, give them all the powers, enable them to have the solar fab well implemented, well managed, well run, because a gigawatt of complete value chain in the solar space would cost about $1 billion in dollars. None of us can afford to do that. Maybe Adani's and Ambani's a different story, we don't talk about them. But for the industry that is, we are living on that. We have created several thousands of employments, all of us together. I would say close to 1 million, maybe or excess of 1 million in terms of the employment we have created. But in order to have the value chain from the semiconductor fab to ingot to wafer, wafer to cells, government has to take a leadership role, and then there has to be a platform created. Then we can, handpick and choose to our capability which one we want. Fab, ingot to wafer, wafer to cell, or cell to module. Then the industry will be on its own. Then there is safeguard duties required. Today, we are the first country in the world. Module has 25% safeguard duty. The cells also have 25% safeguard duty. I don't know the safeguard is for a specific company in Gujarat. This is what everyone says. So this is not appropriate for us. So that is one of the issues. The safeguard duty, definitely we have to have solid representation to make the government realize what is more practical, what is suitable for us. Then take a call. If the module has to be at 25% or 15% or 10%, the cell has to be less than half of it, whatever. So today what happened? The manufacturing is jeopardized completely taken the back seat. So are the EPC companies. Okay, this is on the safeguard duty side. Next issue, rupee weakening and dollar really is skyrocketing. This is another issue. It's all happening simultaneously. And the third issue, debt making. See, rooftop is a big opportunity for all of us. All UPS companies have a low-hanging fruit in the solar industry, which is nothing but rooftop installations. You are good to do off-grid installations, on-grid installations, hybrid with energy storage. You are all specialists in that area. All of us are specialists in that area. So rooftop installations are excellent because we don't have to depend on transmission lines, which is again cumbersome, right? Getting right of way is not that easy, as all of you know. No consumption of land. Land parcels are completely saved. If you are doing every one of us, we do roofs because we have ample rooftops. For us to do those ample rooftops, do we have a net metering policy, a stable net metering policy across the country? This is our challenge number 3. Challenge number 4, like what is happening in the UPS industry, I cut your leg, you cut his leg, he will cut both of my legs. Right? This is what is happening in the EPC space. When government tendered for Rebo and Rajasthan 2 years back, 200 megawatt and 250 megawatt projects, our great friends have quoted, this is reverse auction situation, and the reserved maximum price was 3.17. Our dear friends have dropped the price to 2.48, 2.44. No one asked them. Even government, SECI had sent us circulars. Come on, industry friends, let us have a round table to check the veracity of that, the veracity of that offer. Because government themselves are not believing how would such a low cost offer can sustain for 25 years of, one is quality implementation, the performance ratio of the plant, CEF of the plant, right, capacity utilization factor. And then the O&M costs are not going to be flat for 25 years. In certain places where dust prone water washing is compulsory, is water available so friendly and free, easy? Is it free from minerals and salt and things like that? I don't know. This is a big issue that has dropped the unit prices for IPP model of a business. So this is the 4th challenge we have. So we have safeguard duty issue, we have dollar skyrocketing, and then making the projects too expensive. That is safeguard duty plus the dollar episode. Then the failure of net metering, consistent policy of net metering. Then comes our own great friends, killing the unit cost and the unit price drop, etc. So this is what is the situation is all about. But I would say this is a time for us to learn. Like Sriram said, like George said, like all of you are already having the pressure in you, this is the time for us to really come up. Okay, in difficult times we should learn how do we protect our people from their employments. We have stake owners and partners and investors, so we have to answer them with decent dividends. And still we have to allocate fund for research because you have a lot of future opportunities in terms of charging stations for EVs and batteries for EVs, batteries for energy storage. You have actually bright future ahead. There is no questions about that. But this is a time, dear friends from the industry, we have to really learn how to mitigate these kind of difficulties and then overcome and make industry successful. I don't want to take too much of time. So thank the organization for the wonderful arrangement. I thank once again Dr. Sai, Balaji, Andy, and entire team of SoftDisk. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.